Zach is back with another Hulu original review. Today we're going to be reviewing another Into the Dark movie. This one's called School Spirit. Do I like School Spirit? No. Alright guys, review's over. I'm going bye. Now actually, School Spirit is just one of the most boring movies I've seen in forever. Basically the gist of the plot is that a valedictorian sort of girl or whatever has great grades and is kind of a goody-goody two-shoes, gets thrown into detention. First she meets the vice principal, which is the person kind of running the weekend detention at the school. He's basically like a cartoon. He just is a cartoon of like a bad teacher. That's basically it. He's like drinking on the job, he's yelling at the kids, telling them, belittling them, telling them that they're worth nothing, things like that that's very unrealistic. Making them do manual labor and stuff like that. I mean, to be honest with you, the manual labor part was just to kind of put a gap in the movie where something's actually happening, because there's like just not enough dialogue in this movie to actually, fill up an hour and a half. She also meets 5 other kids in detention that are kind of like a stereotypical bad kid. There's like the obvious Spanish kind of hood kid. There's the kid that just doesn't know how to like shut his mouth. There's the preppy kind of girl that just like is smoking weed in the corner. It's very typical. So after we get to meet the main characters, the main cast of crappy characters, we also have to go ahead and talk about the monster. The monster is called the School Spirit. The School Spirit is supposed to be this undead, like, mascot creature. It looks like a pirate. And it basically haunts the school when nobody's around, or at least when very few people are around. And that's the gist of the story. It's basically very Scooby-Doo-like. And that's kind of the movie. I mean, basically all it is like a bunch of characters you don't care about, waiting for them to die by this really bad-looking pirate. Like, they really didn't try hard in this movie. The dialogue is, like, really, really stale dialogue. It's when you're watching dialogue happen and you know there's no meaning to the dialogue, it's just to kind of pass time. That's a lot of the dialogue in this movie. It's just pass-away dialogue, stuff that you just go, okay, I don't need that at all. Where you're basically just passing time because you need a runtime for this movie. The acting is atrocious in this movie. Like, someone getting their leg cut off, they're like, I'm hurt, it's painfully bad. It almost looks like somebody, like a group of friends, kind of got together and were like, let's go ahead and make a movie, like high school friends, with like a camcorder. It's really bad. I mean, it's that bad. There's also a twist in this movie, which is not very good. It's not well done at all. It's kind of depressing how bad it is. In Scooby-Doo, like, usually there's like a bad character that they're like, look how bad this bad character is. It must be that guy, and then there's like this nice character that you like meet like for half a second earlier in the show, and that happens to be the bad guy. Well, that's exactly what happens this time. I mean, I'm okay with just a regular old slasher film. It just has to be well done, and like people need to die in very interesting ways, and the villain has to be cool, or there has to be some sort of interest factor in it. Like, for horror movies, I'm like not a hard guy to please. Like, I really like Chucky movies. Come on now. I like the Friday the 13th movies. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I love Grindhouse movies. It's just like gore and, things that are just kind of fun. They just kind of have fun with it. But this movie's trying to be serious. Maybe they are not trying to be serious. It's just the acting's so bad, it's hard for me to tell if they're being ironic or not. But the worst part about this movie, and I'll just go ahead and wrap it up here, the worst part about this movie is that it's just boring as hell. It's so boring. The scares are very, telegraphed. There's nothing really interesting about the movie. The bad guy is just, a person in a pirate outfit. It's awkward to watch this movie and, have Hulu putting their name and stamping their name on this movie. It's like, come on, Hulu, let's have some, dignity here. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie an F.
Boo! You stink!
Hulu has no, come on, you're a big company. You can go ahead and do better than this. This is some, throw over your shoulder scrap piece of shit. Come on now. This was an hour and a half of just absolute boredom. Please don't give me this stuff anymore. Come on, Culture Shock was alright. Come on, do something like that. Well, alright, you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like all of my content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please click the little bell icon if you want notifications from me. And until next time, you guys, see ya!